Samuel, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a rustic American bread cross. As you can see here, I cut my 9 pieces. I had 2 extras, but one had like a chip, and it didn't look kind of, had a little degraded here and there, but it's fine. So these are the 9 best pieces I got, right? Alright, so for this part, I'm going to be sanding each individual pieces. I'm going to do mainly the front, a little bit on the back, and just touching it all up essentially. Once I have it all sanded out, then I'll show you the next step. For now, I'll clean it up and get to work. You're gonna have 2 pieces, right? Again, this is for scrap. If you don't want to use it for scrap, I'm gonna have another video after this one that's gonna show you how to do it without using scrap, where it's gonna be 2 separate pieces. This is gonna look a lot cleaner, but this is gonna be pretty cleaned out anyways. It's just extra wood and extra steps, right? But it's okay. So 11 inches right here, 6 in the bottom, 3" by 1½ inch. I'll send it out, and then 3 more pieces on top. Okay, so now I have my 4 inches on one side. Now the reason I want 4 inches on one side, whenever I make my stains, I'm going to blade them here in order to paint this side, this stain, with blue. So the way it's going to look is these 3 on top are going to be blue, and this side right here is going to be blue. Then it's going to be according to like the flag where you start with red, white, red, then white, red, white, red, white, red, white, red. So just like that. Alright, I got all my little pieces sanded and I brushed them. So next, just like the last video, I'll be torching them. Alright. Again, when you're doing this, be careful. I have a cement so it's not going to burn anything. We're doing it piece by piece, alright? Okay, so I just burned all my wood. All the wood just got burned on all sides, just to cover all my bases. The next step is going to be staining all the wood. For these, I already put the blades. So you just put the blades on top. You square out. Both pieces are 11 inch each. Put a line through it, 4 inches on the ends. Put a blade on it. And now you have, you're going to be painting on these long sides. You're going to be painting blue. Okay, so I just did on my blue. This piece right here, I'm separating it because that part's white, so I don't have to work on it anymore. It's complete. This portion I'm going to be doing red, and I'm going to be doing red on these 3 right here. so this is how it turned out after the stain. It's looking pretty good. Now all I'm gonna do right now is just let it dry up. Once all the stains dry up, then the next step for me is gonna be gluing it all together. I'll put glues on each side of these and put a clamp on it, keep it all together. Then after that, yeah, tomorrow hopefully it should be all good and I'll be able to show you guys it all glued up and everything. And then it's putting on the stars. Hi, it's future me. While I was looking at this video, I noticed that I did not paint the blue on the arms on the sides and then the red on the right side, but it's just an easy fix. I did it and that's pretty much it. All right, so I had to change location. As you can see, I'm not where I normally do it, but I still have all my pieces. I still have everything I need. So the next step is gluing everything. So I have all the pieces here. Everything's put in place. Now when you want to do this, you want to have a straight edge to kind of keep this all in line. And this is the glue I use. This is the same one I use for the actual flag. So if it can hold that big, the whole flag together, it can hold this for sure. Right here, I have my straight edge. So nothing crazy, it's just a ruler. Just put it right there. You want to put it right by that line, right? Oh, and also I have this wax paper. So when the glue starts dripping down, it doesn't actually get stuck on it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this side. Just grab a little bit of glue. Put it towards the bottom. Just like so. And then just kind of spread it. Just like that. Alright. Reason you don't want, you want the bottom so it doesn't pop up on the top. If it pops in the bottom, we can fix that later. Open it up to where you can. Boom. Once you have it here, just slightly, and I mean slightly, squeeze it. You don't want to put too much pressure, just enough pressure to keep it all, make sure it's all lined up. And just like that. Now you have pressure enough to build up. If you want lightly, you can put a piece of wood on it. Nothing crazy. Tap it a little bit. So. Alright, what that does is flushes it. Probably a little up, but that's okay. Again, it's not perfect, it's scrap mode. I didn't expect to have this 100% perfectly flat. Just, you can only get it as good as you can get it. Look, it went down actually, so tomorrow I'll show you what the product is after it's dried. Alright, so after I took out all the clamps and everything, it came out pretty good. All the pieces are together. There's nothing really crazy with glue, especially on the front. I don't see any glue. I didn't have to wipe anything. The back, there's a tiny bit, so I'll just sand those off a bit for now. I'm gonna just sand it a little bit, but honestly, I don't even think I might even sand it. I might just hit it with the 220 sander instead of a natural sander and just kind of brush it a little bit off. Yeah, I'll do that, and then after that I can start working on the stars. So I'm gonna be doing all my stars now. I got the same stencil as I did with the flag. They're bigger stars, which I think they'll look better, and there's not so many stars with this one than if I did a smaller stencil. So I'm gonna be doing that right now. I have it clamped, as you can see. I'm using the Dremel. All right, I'm using a 105 bit. All right, in case y'all don't know, I'm using that bit. Yeah, after that, then I'll show you the burning of the stars, how I burn it. I didn't show it to you last time, but I'm gonna show it to you this time on how I'm gonna start burning these stars. Okay, cool, let's get to it. Alright, so for the burning process, I'm just gonna literally put this back on and just touch it up with a little torch, right? It's a little propane torch. Just gonna hit on it and it should be fine. Alright, so like you see here, I finished on my stars. I burned it lightly like you see, nothing crazy, right? So yeah, once you did that, that's pretty much it. Now the last thing to do is finish it. Alright, so for the finish, like I did with the flag, I'm gonna put finish, 1 coat on the back, 3 in the front. The only difference is we use a spray can. Whenever you do this, I would do this in an open area, right? You don't want this indoors. It's a chemical, right? You don't want to be inhaling this. Alright, so I would let this sit for 30 minutes from the back. Only 1 coat is necessary. You really don't need more than 1 coat. So when I'm done, I'm just going to flip it over, put it back where they were. Won't do anything. Won't even notice. The other side, I'm going to do 3 coats. So I'll do 1 coat, wait like 10 minutes, do a 2nd coat. I'm going to wait then like 30 minutes, and if I feel like it's a little rough, a little grainy, then I'm going to just grab the 220 sander. This right here, and I'll just kind of sand it through, give it a 3rd coat. All right, I always recommend doing 3 coats. So we're almost there. Finish line's right there. All right, same thing now. I just put in my 30 minutes. I did the back. Now I'm gonna do the front. All right, I waited around 10 minutes. I'm gonna do my 2nd coat. Now for this one, I'm gonna wait 30 minutes until it's fully dry, 30, 40 minutes, right? You could wait an hour, that's fine. Once it dries up, give it 1 last coat, but before I do, I'll check for graininess. Alright, so this is my finished product. I just put the last finish on it, so 3 finishes total. So for this, I mean, it's glossy, the sun's not really out, but when the light hits it, I guess you can kind of see it's glossy. One thing I forgot to mention, it's a gloss one. There's a semi-gloss and a satin one. Basically your preference on whether you want a glossy or not. I do want the glossy for this one, so I kept it like that, and just the colors kind of pop out. You're gonna have that with the finish. And on the back, I added just a little D-ring. You can buy these at Home Depot, the hardware store. So I can hang it. Best way to hang it, right? I'll put it on the 1.5, so you know it's gonna hit on the 1.5. So when you hang it up, and then I just center it. Easy day, right? So there you go, just like that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe this video. Put a comment on it. Let me know what I can do better. I'm always want the feedback, and just let me know if you appreciate it, whatever. It's not gonna hurt my feelings to put anything negative. I don't care. I would just appreciate the feedback, and just subscribe also, like I said, for so you can see my other updates, my other uploads that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be making other stuff. I'm gonna make a 2nd one with just 2 pieces instead of just a bunch of pieces, so it's more cleaned out and you can actually see how it is. This is just used for scrap, but if you don't want to use scrap, you want to buy your own wood, then I can make that. My next project after that will probably be a bottle opener, and I'll show you how to make that, and other projects I have. So thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good day.